Hey, what's up everybody? Just thought I'd make a super quick video on replacing my the oil seal here, the brake fluid oil seal on these pistons for the hard body. I have a 97 two-wheel drive four-cylinder, which is right out there. That's my little truck, basic little truck. So obviously my boot was leaking, the seal was leaking. It's got a cut there somewhere. Where's the cut? There it is, right there. The cut right there. So it's been leaking fluid for the last few weeks. I bought the part from Amazon as instructed for a 97 two-wheel drive four-cylinder. This is what they sent me. It's way too small. So that's going back. I bought this from O'Reilly, which is the correct one. So if you have, so your piston is 2.25 inch, basically, then you want this one. That's the part you want for your seal. Just putting it out there because I looked, and this one kept popping up on Amazon and eBay, and also the AutoZone and O'Reilly Auto Parts. That one kept popping up, and then I found this one. So you're better off looking, if you have like a 96, 97 hard body, sometimes it's better to look for 98, 99 Frontier, because that's the part that you're going to want. 15039 for your oil seal, just letting you know. All right, let's do this. And I'll just put this out there in case you don't know how to do this. It's super easy. So of course you remove your caliper. Pinch the line, put a pincher on your line so it's not leaking all over the place, and you have a minimal amount of bleeding to do when you're done. So yeah, you have two boots. So this guy, and you have this ring. So this ring, make sure you remove that, stick a pry tool in there, pop that ring out. That's going to come out that way. To pop out the piston, when you have this on the bench, it's going to be in there like that inside. So you stick your air in there. You need some air, blow that in there. I used this tool right here, the little rubberized one. Just kind of give it a little psh, you know, and then pushes out the piston, allows you to remove the dust seal, the boots. There's my nasty cut right there. And that's it. So replace that. That goes seated inside this groove right here on the inside, on the upper, and then the lower, that's where we have our little gasket ring, or O-ring right there. So that's going to get pulled out, clean all that stuff out, put the new parts in, wrap it up, button it up together. All right, assembly. This is the easiest way to do this, at least for me it is. So O-ring goes in there nice and seated against the groove that it goes into. So the boot, the dust shield, it's a little bit of a stretch over the piston, as it should be, because it's going to be a tight seal. So I barely put it on the bottom of the piston right there, barely hanging on the bottom. That way it's ready to push down when I go into the caliper. So, or the seat for the piston. So barely enough to get access to the bottom lip here. So I'm going to stick this upside down, and of course with both hands, I'm going to seat that lip into the groove where it goes to. And then once it's good all around, then I can gently press it down. I can also use this guy to get a nice even press all the way down. And then that'll be it. And once you're close there at the bottom, then this part right here, where is it? This guy right here, it's going to slip up as this piston is pushing down, and it's going to seat right there in that groove. And that's how you know you have a good seal. So first, put it on the piston, jelly it up a little bit. I'm using some of the silicone, just very lightly. So you're going to get a good slip there, a good slippery surface there. So seat that ring of the donuts, and then once you're good all around, push it down. When you get close down low, this will slip in there, and then check everything, and that should be it. That should be your install, and then ready to go back into the car. Awesome. And when you're seated, it should look like this. Nice and flat against the metal surface of the caliper. So see that? So now I'm ready to push down. It's relatively straight. It's kind of slippery, so I'm just going to slowly push that down. It's a little hard with the hand, especially with one hand. So once again, I'm going to get it kind of low enough to kind of get enough in there. I got to get past that donut ring, that O-ring, this guy right here, because I feel that's what's obstructing me right now. So I'm actually going to use my two hands right now, and then next you'll see this is going to be in there and installed. So push down as much as I can to get past this guy, and then I'm going to jump to this thing and then get a nice even press all the way down while maintaining that my donuts and my boots are not shifting from their seats. All right, we are successful. So this is done. So yeah, I just kind of took both hands. I went and I flipped this thing like that. Took just a random bar, about 10 inches here. And with both hands, of course, I pressed this down the center, down evenly as I could. And once I got really low, way low, I tucked in the part that goes into the groove of the piston. and make sure it's all good. And I use this little tool here, this little spoon tool. This little guy. Looks like a little hockey puck. Sorry, hockey stick. And just kind of made sure my rubber part that goes in that groove was in there and not folded over, not pinched. Make sure it's a good seal. So that's ready to go. So let's button it up back onto the car. Yeah, all good. So that's a success. All right, awesome. So that's all done, all put back together. Brakes are bled, or sorry, the calipers bled. Wheels put back on, lug nuts torqued to 105. Yeah, all done. Reservoirs where it should be, no more leaks. So all good, all done. Once again, part I used, if you have the single piston caliper, 15039. This is a Dorman brand. I got this from O'Reilly, but I'm sure you could also get it online from any other vendor. All right, awesome, right on. See you on the next video. We're all done.